Hello. All right, here you guys.
All right. In 3, 2, 1. We are the Punch Drunk Podcast. Welcome, everybody. I'm Paul Brooks, your host, and I'm joined always by my co-hosts Michael and Joey, otherwise known as the Brooks Brothers.
What up? What's up?
What's going on, guys?
Nothing much. Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving to everyone.
Hell yeah.
You know, we're very lucky today. We have a live audience with us. Yeah, we got a lot of people. We've got a lot of people in the studio. A lot to talk about. A lot of people in the studio. We do have a lot to talk about, guys. We're going to talk about. Let's go back to last week for 1 second, because we took a lot of shit on the podcast regarding and a lot of comments were made.
I took a lot of shit.
Well, yeah.
You.
Not
me.
Well, okay,
and I don't care.
But you took a lot of heat last week, right? Mm-hmm. On the bullshit. Now, to clarify for everybody, we agree with everybody for the most part, right? MMA and boxing, two different sports.
Yeah.
Right?
Completely different.
Okay, so the bullshit last week was only based on Daniel Cormier's horse shit top 5 that he had, right?
Yeah.
Well, that's what we based it off of. We put it on there, and it was
We didn't like the list.
So we took a lot of heat from the public. They were commenting back and forth about MMA, about boxing. We agree with that. Okay, they're two different sports. Mm-hmm. So let's get the boxing and let's get the MMA. But it was only because
Daniel Cormier.
That's the only reason. Know that Daniel Cormier's got his head up his ass all the time, right? Okay, so that's one. Do you guys have any more comments about that?
Yeah, because
you took a lot of heat.
Let me just say one thing. The negative comments that I got, it was like, oh, Conor McGregor's not number 5. Like, who the hell says that? My reasoning for Conor McGregor being 5 is because he was the first one to ever be a double champion. No one else did that until he started doing it. So, like, get out of here with that. And most of the people who are commenting on that are, like, fat dudes who, like, have never fought, never stepped in the ring. So, I could care less.
So then I took a lot of heat also for not having Mike Tyson. You had Mike Tyson.
I had Mike Tyson, yeah.
I took a lot of heat for not having Mike Tyson. But here's the deal. If Mike Tyson goes out and loses to Buster Douglas, how in the hell is he in the top 5 best? Sorry, Mike, not. So that doesn't make you all-time the greatest. That's why Muhammad Ali and Rocky Marciano top 2, without question.
And here's my point. You had your reasons as to why he's not on there. I had my reasons as to why he is on there, right? Because I said he was 20 years old, knocking dudes out, winning belts as a boxing champion at 20 years old. Right. It's crazy. It's all opinion-based. So who really cares what anyone comments or anyone says, really? Well,
no, I'll tell you what. We do care about the comments. We want everybody to keep commenting, right? Everybody's got a right to their opinion, but we want to make sure we're clarifying that our list, this was not our list generated. We did this to put Daniel Cormier to shame because of his bullshit list that he went public with.
Yes, that was the point. Yes.
We all had a better list than Daniel Cormier, I can agree.
No, absolutely. Exactly. Absolutely. All of our lists are better than his.
Okay, so we're good with that, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep. Okay. We can move on.
Joey, what else do you have now on that? Anything?
All I can say is that the analytics did very well. This is probably our best week with analytics.
Good.
You had a video over 1,000. You had a video over 1,000 views. I had over 4,000 views.
What'd I get?
Not 1,000
views. You were trailing.
But you were close.
It's all right.
You
still trailed.
Pretty good.
That's fine.
Good.
Y'all were watching enough.
Yeah.
Hey, can we talk a little bit about current action around here around the Boston area with the sports?
With sports like Tony Andreozzi?
Yeah. Well, we're gonna get to Tony in a little bit. I want to talk a little bit about some professional work here, some NFL, some NHL, more importantly NHL. Now, we're coming on the heels of the Bruins just lost last night.
Lost me money.
But the Bruins are absolutely playing badass hockey right now, right? Mm-hmm. I mean, Bergeron goes out, 1,000 points, right? He gets that puck. What do you guys think about the Bruins right now? Because I told you earlier, the Bruins, my bold prediction for the year, they were going to Stanley Cup.
You did say that before the season started, which is crazy.
I said it before the season started.
Before the season started, you did say that,
right?
Which is crazy. You like the coach that got brought in. You like Montgomery,
right? I do like him. He's got him going.
So at first, I thought that it was kind of just a fluke. I was like, okay, 10-3, 10-2, whatever.
Right.
We were 10-2, right? And I was like, okay, it's just a fluke. It happens. They'll slow down. And then they got to like 15-2, 16-2. And I was like, okay, it's not a fluke anymore. Like, they're legit. They are legit. They have a 7-point lead over the Maple Leafs with one less game played. Like, They're going to be a tough team to stop. They're going to anything less than the Stanley Cup going to it. I'm not saying win it, but anything less than going to the Stanley Cup is a disappointment at this point.
At this point,
yeah, they're 17. They're 17-3. No teams start like that and don't go.
I think the Bruins are playing lights out, but I feel like once Krejci and Hall both get into their strides where they can be, I think that's when they're really going to be unstoppable, and it's going to be really hard to beat them more than it is already.
Okay, so the number one question everybody's going to talk about in the NHL is when you go to the postseason to get to the Stanley Cup, to win the Stanley Cup, it's all about goaltending.
It's about goaltending.
Do they have it?
Yes. Mm-hmm. Right now they do. I mean,
agree.
Allmark has won.
Swayman. Yeah, but when you get to the playoffs, only Allmark's going to play at this point, so it's fine. And like Joey said, when those other players, those secondary players start really kicking it off, it's over. Because when you think about it, DeBrusk, what did I write down? He's got 7 goals right now. Like, that's crazy. He finished the season a year ago with 4 goals or something.
Right.
So he's already almost doubled that. Everyone's putting up points. Every line is putting up points, and that check line is crazy.
All right, let's move to a very exciting time for you guys. All right. I don't know if that T-shirt is getting picked up on the video.
It's not. I think
is it?
Maybe the angle.
It has the
Can
bottom.
somebody over there tell
I already
us?
saw it. Just has the bottom.
Take it off and put it on the front.
If you guys
I'm
turn
wearing
the
it
angle,
right now.
can we tilt the angle? Do you guys
don't
pick it
touch
up?
the camera, please.
Don't touch the camera.
Don't touch the camera. We know it's Gentle Savage Tony Andreozzi. It's his shirt.
Yeah, so behind them hanging is the Gentle Savage. For those who are watching outside of Massachusetts, really anywhere,
it's our guy.
Tony Andreozzi is now the new middleweight champion of the state of Massachusetts. Way to go, Tony. I mean, we were at that fight. We can hear from the live audience. He
wasn't even close.
It wasn't. Well,
6 rounds to none.
So I want to talk. I do want to talk.
I got that.
I want to talk about that because he put on a dominating performance last night. So 2 judges had it going certainly his way with no problem. 3rd judge had a 57-57 in a draw.
Yeah, I don't know what that guy. That guy's on crack.
I mean, seriously, I don't know what he was watching.
That judge, I hope he's watching. He's on crack.
I don't know what he was watching.
If you're watching, we know you are. So,
go get help.
Well, I think, we know who you are, but you know what? I don't think you were watching a boxing match last night. Because
find someone.
I have a video of
whoever you are. Find someone. Ask a friend. Get help because you need some serious help.
Tony Andreozzi, congratulations.
I'll show the clips of the fight.
Congratulations to Aaron Bernard. Do we have the fight? Can we bring that up?
No, but
okay.
I'll show it. Yeah,
okay.
I'll put it in.
So congratulations to Aaron Bernardo, who is the trainer and manager of a Massachusetts state middleweight champion.
The belt's going to the gym.
With the belt's going to the gym, however, before it makes its permanent stop at the gym, I know we're all working to get him in the studio, and we're going to have Tony and Aaron in here with that belt, and we're going to show that off. Mm-hmm. Right? That'll be badass. And that's the way to go. Tony deserves it. He's worked hard his entire life, and I know he was dedicated over the last 2 months for this, and he was not to be denied. And last night, he put on a performance unlike...
I've never seen anything like it.
I mean,
that jab, that straight left. Oof.
So there was reports that he dislocated his knuckle.
He did
early in the fight, in like the first round, just on the jab alone. I mean, to dislocate your knuckle on a jab, you're giving some serious force on that.
Let me just say one thing. Not only did he do like
6
supposedly
rounds.
do that in the first round, he might have done that in camp, hitting my head.
Yeah, because you ended up with a broken nose.
I'll show a
broken
clip of
nose,
that too.
dislocated jaw, and he hit my head with that knuckle. So, and he was complaining about that knuckle.
Tony, I know you're watching, and your beautiful wife Nicole is watching, and congratulations, you deserve it. It's a happy Thanksgiving for your family.
Hell
right,
yeah.
We're going to have you in here, and we're going to let you speak on that. All right, but way to go. Now, let's get to the parlays.
I got an easy lock parlay. A couple of them, I'll go first.
So I take it you want to go first?
Yeah, I'll go first.
Go ahead.
Most of my picks are kind of locks.
Yeah, go.
And I can say that clearly.
Locks?
They're locks. They're big favorites.
Okay.
I got the 49ers. I got the Chiefs. I got the Dolphins. And then I got the Bucks. The Bucks is probably the closest, but I feel like they're all going to win. I'm 0 for 2 so far. My four money line picks.
I'm not that far from you though, because I have 2 out of the 4 that you have.
My 4-team NFL parlays. I'm 0 2. We're all 0 2 actually on the podcast.
Yeah, but
this is awful.
This week.
I was pretty damn good against the spread. And
I haven't hit a bet.
Everybody to pick one team, and that was Minnesota. That one pick, so I'll live on that one.
You got one.
Do you want me to give my parlay?
You also said the Bears, so
yeah, the Bears screw everybody. Let me give you my parlay, right?
Go ahead.
So I got Miami, right?
All right.
Philadelphia over Green Bay. I got Tennessee. I think they're going over Cincy, and I got Tampa Bay again over Cleveland.
All right.
So we got the Bucks in Miami, the 2 of us. What do you got, Michael?
So I did 2 parlays because I thought we were going to do this podcast earlier, like before the game started. Like as soon as you got back from your game,
Yeah.
I thought we were going to do it. So, anyways, that fucking lost. But I got one for Sunday, and I got Ravens money line. It's all money line. I got Ravens money line, Broncos money line, Seahawks money line, and Bears money line.
You went back to the Bears.
Yep.
The Bears are going to screw you again.
We don't know about that.
Are you gonna boo when it happens though?
I hope we get people who are watching from Chicago.
I'll
Just
give
let
you
us
credit if it happens.
let's get their input. I want anybody from Chicago who is watching this, let's get comments from them.
I mean, did you not see what the Jets just did to the Patriots? Like that was awful. Justin Fields will run all over them.
All I know is that they got 20 plus coaches on their staff, and not one of them told the head coach or the punter, do not punt it or punt it out of bounds. So that shows you where the Jet season's going. Are you kidding me?
After
That's
what
an
I
NFL
witnessed,
team.
like I said, after what I witnessed, you can give me shit for picking the Bears. After what I witnessed on Sunday live with you and you, that was horrendous. I don't think the Jets win another game, to be honest. That was so bad.
Before we get
That was
into
pathetic.
before we get into
the Bears will win. Justin Fields will run all over them, and they'll find a way to win.
Before we get into other topics,
Thank you.
Let's talk briefly. Let's talk briefly about Zach Wilson.
Sucks.
So
He's a cocky, arrogant moron.
but they now
Bucks his mom's
they have
friends.
now benched
Okie
him. They've now benched him.
We're going there.
They've now benched him. And it's not based on his performance, I don't think.
It's about his mouth.
I think it's based
got a
on his
big
mouth
mouth.
and what he did in the press conference.
He's got a big mouth.
So
and
let's
that's the
talk.
problem.
So with that, and we all agree to that, let's talk about what the Jets organization did to themselves. They completely ruined any possibility of a trade bait with him.
Oh yeah, it's gone. They
So now
they'd
you
have
got
to
a guy
cut him
you
or
have,
something.
you have no
right?
faith in. He gives a shitty press conference, and you say, "Okay, we're going to bench you. We're not even going to dress you."
Right.
And now you're nothing, and you were a first-round pick.
Yeah.
Wow,
That's
Jets,
so much money lost.
Jets, wake up!
Yeah,
wake up, Jets!
It's the Jets. Hey, Jets being Jets. That's what
awful.
it is. They'll never change. It's terrible.
Okay, this one here. We've got a segment here. This is going to be interesting to say the least.
Oh
Yeah.
God.
Do we have a sponsor?
We can do
Hogwash
sponsored by
Barbecue.
Hogwash Barbecue.
Okay, so our regular
Massachusetts
sponsor,
region.
here is Hogwash Barbecue.
Yakko
Okay.
Sports. Michael, you want to give a shout
Yakko Sports always. Best wraps in the game. Best gloves in the game.
Okay. Here's the question. You guys ready?
Oh, we're gonna. Hey, by the way, we're gonna take heat for whatever anyone says.
Whatever we say, yeah.
People in
No
the
matter
comments
what,
are gonna
I
go
want-
crazy
I
on
Just
this
get that
topic.
out of the way.
I want,
And that's what I love. Like, go crazy on it. 'Cause
I want people to comment on this next topic because I know people have opinions on this.
everyone's
People have
different
opinions.
opinion,
So here it is. Jake Paul. And you know what? Let's send this out. Make sure Jake Paul is tagged on this too.
I
See if he
guarantee
answers
he won't
it.
see it.
Well, let's see.
He won't
Jake
see
Paul.
shit.
Is Jake Paul
Fuck him.
a real boxer?
Yes. 100% a real boxer.
Well, before we get into it, you say yes. Michael, what do you say?
Did you not?
Is he a real boxer?
Did
you not have it written down?
No, I have it written down. It's just tough for me to say yes. It's tough for me to say no. I have a lot of reasons why I want to say yes. Like, he literally gave up his YouTube life to, and then he
All right,
moved. So I don't know.
We're going to get into
So
reasons.
yes, sure.
We're going to get into reasons.
Sure,
So,
yeah.
yes.
He
Okay.
fights. Yes, he's
So
a
now
boxer.
I
Yeah.
say,
Sure.
I say yes, he's a real boxer.
He is. Yeah. Okay.
Follow-up question to be, is he a good boxer?
Yes.
Because now you're going to get into opponents and strategies and what do we see? Who is he going against? So,
We should have arguments and we should have like a minute or 2 minutes of speaking.
all right, who wants to go first?
I'm just gonna say this. because I could care less of his opponents.
So I guess Michael's going to go first.
Well, you just said who wants to go first. So
you just kind of
I'm just going to go.
In right now. Okay, let's go. Go ahead.
So before we get into his opponents and everything like that, everyone knows, everyone watching, everyone here, all three of us, we know that, okay, he's fought old MMA fighters. He's never fought a
basketball player.
And a basketball player, okay, and a YouTuber.
Yep.
He's never fought a real, legitimate boxer who's worked his way up the amateur rankings like me and you were doing, like everyone in our gym is doing. And so that's where my hate comes from. Is like, we see the work it takes to really do what it takes to make it big. And he just has money, so he gets there. It's crazy. It's nuts. So many guys sleep in their car, right? So sleep at their gym just to get that opportunity. And this guy just fucking goes in and gets a big payday. And now he's a boxer. Like, it's crazy. But I will say this. He did quit his YouTube stuff, whatever. He moved to Miami to train with BJ Flores.
Right.
To take it serious. So I got to respect that. Like, he gave up YouTube, gave up his house in California, said, peace out to the LA life, moved to Miami, and he's taking it serious. So he can fight. Like, he give him a chance. Whatever.
I don't have the cruiserweight name, but I think it's like Olake or Oakley. I think he trained with him too. He's training with
legit guys. He has a legit coach. BJ Flores is a legit coach.
I'm going to go next, and then I want you to go after this.
All right.
But here's the thing with Jake Paul. 25 years old, cruiserweight, junior heavyweight division. Right, same.
He's a big dude.
He's 6. Well, I pulled his stats. 6'1", 185. Now,
it's average.
First ones that he's fought.
Sounds close to my weight.
First ones that he's fought. I mean, one was a YouTuber, and then was a retired basketball player who was almost 40 years old, Nate Robinson.
Yeah, who was 5'3".
So the rest of them ended up now becoming retired MMA fighters. Okay, so we've already agreed when we started this show that MMA and boxing is very different.
Absolutely,
right?
Two different things.
So there's two things. One, I could tell you, Jake Paul does a lot of training. He does do a lot of training.
Works his ass off.
He puts the work in. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
The question is he a boxer? Well, yeah, he's a boxer by definition. He gets in the ring. Is he a good boxer? Nobody knows that right now because he hasn't really been tested. He's been tested against the likes of like the Anderson Silva, the Ty Woodleys for twice, by the way, with Woodley. Older guys and retired. Mm-hmm. Okay, let's see him go against a guy who is up and coming or somebody who's like 10-0 boxing, who's trained in boxing, and see what he does then. And then I'll make a believer. But I will say this about Jake Paul. Like him or not, he's an amazing marketing brand.
Great.
And idiots, including myself,
buy that shit.
I am an idiot, like everybody else, that buys to just buy it and look at it. And he makes almost $100 million on one of the fights. He fought on the undercard. I think it was Tyson against
Roy Jones Jr.
Roy Jones Jr. I'm sorry. That's what it was. It was on the undercard of that. But he took that.
I was like, hey, play the fart noise. Cue the fart noise.
No, we don't have it. That was another mess up. That's a strike for you. That's
a strike. We got to cut that one out.
2 strikes.
Anyways, move on.
We don't have a fart noise.
Okay. Was he on the undercard of a fight? Okay, good. He brought a lot of money in.
He did.
He brought a lot of money in. Somehow he does it, and you know what? That's what you got to give him credit for. Whether or not he's a real boxer, good boxer, is two different questions altogether.
All right, you done?
Let me just say one thing before you go in. He might not be able to box, but I will respect, and so will you, and anyone who stepped into a ring in front of people has to have some sort of respect for someone else who does that.
We should all respect Jake Paul.
Like, you should respect him. Like, that is the most craziest shit. When you step into that ring, I've never felt anything like it. Like, it's wild. No one really knows what it's like until you do it. So the fact that he does it, I respect it.
What about you?
All right.
What do you have?
People always be talking about he doesn't fight real boxers. Well, first of all,
people always be talking.
Yeah, people always be talking about that, saying
people always be talking.
All right, what are we gonna do now? What's this guy doing over here?
What are you doing?
I'm talking. But
Go.
people always be talking about how
here we go again.
he doesn't fight real boxers, and he's not going to fight real boxers. He already had a fight scheduled for Tommy Fury, but Tommy Fury pulled out due to injury. So that's not an excuse.
It was a passport issue, not injury.
What are you
It was a visa issue. It was a visa issue. It wasn't an injury. It was a visa issue.
Don't be talking over him.
Look that up.
Sorry. It was a visa issue, though.
No, from Jake Paul, what he said.
Because Jake Paul tells the truth. Okay.
Sounds like it.
All right.
But anyways, that argument's out of it. But people always want him to fight the best of the best. Like you said, 10-0.
Yeah.
Why would he fight 10-0? He's early in his
6-0.
career. He's early in
6-0.
his career, Bo.
Yeah, but he's 6-0.
All right, then why when Mike Tyson, you had him in your top 5 best fighters
What do you
of all
want him
time.
to record pad and fight a
His first
3-10
can
guy?
I speak? His first 6 opponents' records were 18-40, losing records. His third fight, which is why I was at 18, his third fight was against Don Haplin, whose 9 out of 10 wins was against guys with losing records. Anyways, Canelo's first 6 opponents was 5-9 out of total losing records. Jake Paul, his opponents 3-2. That's a winning record right there. And he's fighting opponents with winning records.
All right, Jake Paul's opponents, right?
Yeah.
Jake Paul's opponents was a retired basketball player.
Who are the other professional fighters?
Wait a minute.
They're nobodies too.
Dude,
wait a minute.
They're less names than these guys.
It's right. My turn to rebut.
Oh my god!
All right, Nate Robinson, 5'9", 38 years old.
5'9". Jake Paul fights a guy 5'9".
You know who
George
he is?
He's a real boxer.
Same weight class. Doesn't matter the height. Same weight
Dude,
class.
5 foot guy.
Retired basketball player. Ben Askren.
You know his name? He has a name.
5'10", 38 years old. 170
Other boxers,
pounds.
you don't even know their names.
170 pounds.
Yeah, but you know his name.
Again,
he has a name.
MMA. And then we got Woodley, who's retired. By the way, the first one, I think he won like that in a split. It was very close on that one. And then the second one, they had a rematch. And then Anderson Silva. Well, I mean, what is the guy, 50? Are you shitting me?
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
And MMA fighter, too.
So, yeah, he's got Anderson Silva had a big name in the MMA circuit.
He's still a good boxer.
And
has a boxing fight.
Can we get over the fact that some people still think that every single one of Jake Paul's fights are fixed?
Right. Well,
I hate to say that, but I'm just bringing it up because it's a podcast. They might be fixed.
Okay. Well, we want people to comment. We want people to comment on this.
Right.
The question is, all right, so when the comment section, people get out there, is Jake Paul a real, legitimate boxer?
He's real and he's good. Can you name any of the boxers
hold on,
out there?
I didn't ask you to comment. I want people who are going to read this to comment.
Do it, but can I ask you guys?
Yes, go.
Any big boxer's name, can you name their first 6 opponents?
So let me go on that.
Can you name their first 6 opponents?
Can I add on that?
Jake Paul's first 6 opponents?
Can I add on that?
Because he's a marketing genius, not because he's a friggin' boxer.
He's fighting guys with names.
Hold on. Let me add on this though.
Combat sports.
Are you shitting me?
Let me add
on
this. You're talking about the greats, right? Their first 6 opponents.
Not even
right?
greats, just like in general boxers.
General boxers, their first great 6 fights, right? Okay. People record pad. Do you really think someone who's great record pads like? Do you want Jake Paul to record pad right now? He's never. All those guys that you mentioned also had probably 100 amateur fights and worked their way up to the amateur ranks. Bro, you know how hard that is. As an amateur fighter, as an amateur champion, you know how hard that is. So when you're a pro in your first couple pro fights, maybe you deserve to have a couple easy fights in some. Nothing's a guaranteed win. First of all, in a fight, I don't think anything's guaranteed win. You might be heavily favored, but it's never a guaranteed win, right? So you might be heavily favored. You take that, and you'll take all those fights. However, he's never worked for it like we have, or any of these guys who are working. Any of the guys in the gym who have worked for it. So he's just getting 6 pro fights like this, and it's crazy. Like no.
All right. So we're gonna move on.
Get the fuck out of here.
But wait. When other fighters pad the record, why is it different? Why is everybody hating on Jake Paul when he's doing it?
Because he never worked his way up.
Because
he doesn't need to.
No.
So why
yes, he does.
Why he doesn't need to?
Because you got to earn your stripes. You got to earn your stripes.
It's working for him.
No, you got to earn your stripes.
Everybody would do it if they were him.
So money is money then. Whatever.
Hey. The only reason why people...
Okay.
He doesn't need money.
Money is money, I guess.
He doesn't need money. He didn't need to do boxing in the first place. He does it because he loves the sport.
He's doing it because he's a fucking moron.
People already
I hope he hears that, too.
People already have...
Goddamn idiot.
People already have a predetermined opinion of Jake Paul. But no one can ever deny, whether you like him or not, nobody can ever deny the fact that he's a marketing genius.
Yep.
All right, and that's it. So we'll move on from that. We want comments. After that, that's done. We have a fun segment now.
Yeah, we got to get going.
All right, this is our Christmas movie draft. This is important.
The Christmas movie draft.
Christmas
I want to know
draft.
my drafts.
What?
I want to know my drafts. I think it's
okay.
I sucked on Thanksgiving. I'm sorry
I won
to
the
everyone.
Thanksgiving draft.
Well, this
Goddamn
is
terrible.
the Christmas movie draft, and this is important to us. And I think I got a strong draft.
Thank you, Auntie.
I think I got a strong draft. Auntie Winnie bops into the studio. Nice.
I think I have a stronger draft.
Well, okay. Well, look, who's going to go first? You went first last time.
No,
I get to go first because I came in last because it
I
was
think
terrible.
we all agree that he came in last.
Yeah, it was.
Oh, so losers go first again?
That was
Are we doing a same
that
draft
means,
or the
that
same
means
thing?
he's going to go first for every one of our segments for the rest of this podcast because he's always going to lose.
If he doesn't, yeah, I'm fine with that. I'll be going last in the draft.
Okay, Michael, go
I'll still
ahead.
win.
Your first round draft pick.
All right, my
Christmas
first
movie
round draft pick, straight
Christmas
up.
movie draft.
My first round draft pick for Christmas movie, Jingle All the Way. Arnold Schwarzenegger, Turbo Man. Let's go.
Holy shit.
What a miss!
So you guys are like the judges.
could've
You
picked
guys,
Hold on.
you
Hold
guys
on.
are like the
pick that
crowd.
number
Hold on.
at the fifth
Let's-
round.
Do we understand the way the
Joey,
rules
Joe,
are
hold
of
on,
this
Joey. You've
game?
never even seen that movie, so why are you talking?
I'm saying you could pick
You
the
literally,
fifth
the
round.
other night, Joey goes, "I've never seen that movie."
So why
the hell
why
are you
would you
talking?
pick it first, though?
Because
I've
it's a
never seen-
great movie. It's my opinion, the best movie, the best Christmas
A
movie.
good
I like
draft.
it.
You could have picked the fifth round then.
Okay, let
I
him
think
know.
it's the best
hey,
movie.
Hey.
Well, you
let him
wasted
pick
a ton
first-
of.
let
It's
him
my first round pick.
First round. That's it. Solid.
Never
Have
even
him-
seen the
have him
movie,
waste
dude.
his first round.
That's yours. All right, so you got okay.
You've probably never seen the movie too.
Okay, so
You're lame as fuck.
my first pick is a classic. Is A Christmas Vacation, Chevy Chase.
That's fire. That's
you
a
have
good
to go
pick.
with it.
It's a good one.
I like it.
Okay, that's
Oh,
my
yeah?
number one.
Well, I think this is a steal at number 3. That's Elf. I think that's a fire pick.
Good pick.
Did I hear a fart noise?
Yep.
Yeah,
you
that
did.
was him. But good.
Says the guy who quotes
Yeah.
every single line in the movie.
It's a good movie. Overplayed, overrated. Will Ferrell, overrated.
That is
We'll move
a
on.
bad take.
Wow.
But all right, move on. Round
Okay.
number 2.
Go ahead. Michael, that would be you. You got another shitty pick for us?
I'm going with the Santa Claus 2.
Okay, that's not on my
2?
list.
Santa Claus 2?
Yep.
Tim Allen?
Yeah.
Tim Allen.
It's very
right? Okay.
creepy.
Santa Claus 2.
Okay. That's your 2. Before we get into... Okay,
Yeah.
I'm going
That's going to say Miracle on 34th Street. That movie sucks.
No,
Mary, what the fuck is that, dude?
no, that's A Wonderful Life.
Yeah,
That'd be
they
later
both
on.
blow.
Yeah. Merry
cares?
Christmas. Mary, don't you remember me,
Yeah,
Mary?
let me go back in
It's
time.
George.
Let me go back in time
All right,
and,
let's go.
and
It's
watch the movie
George.
with a sundial or some shit.
Mary,
movie
it's-
sucks.
It's George Bailey.
That's
go.
booty cheeks,
no,
bro.
no, we're not going
Round
to go
number
with
2.
that. We're not going to go with that till later. It is Grinch.
Grinch. At round number 2.
It's all right.
It's all right.
Mr. Grinch.
We didn't need that.
We don't need that.
We don't need
Yeah,
that.
you do.
We don't-
That's right.
Don't
you
ever do that in my ear again.
Grinch.
The fuck was that
Grinch,
noise?
That's
Strike
it.
number 3
Let's
for
go.
you.
Next
It's
one.
3 strikes.
I'm a little
All right.
nervous now because I don't.
My
You
next
should be
pick,
nervous.
you guys left a big one open. That's Die Hard. Great movie. Round number 2.
I don't think it's a
and Die
Christmas
Hard.
movie.
Still think I could.
Doesn't matter. It's
I could
still on the
probably pull
list.
this out.
I
think
watch
could-
it. I do watch it every Christmas, but I was telling Mike over there, it's not. It's not a Christmas movie.
No.
Just because it was played
Wait.
in Christmas, like no.
You saying you got a chance? Let's be honest. Have you seen the movie Die Hard?
Yes.
No.
It's got Bruce Willis in it.
But you said the same thing. I'm surprised you haven't picked
You
it.
don't
I know.
like it?
I know.
And you
hey,
don't like it?
Totally guessed.
I know what your movie. I know what your next movie is.
Yeah.
and that is trash, dude. I know what your next movie is. I know what your next
after
pick
this?
is. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Michael, go. Your pick.
I really want to make a shitty pick right now
Yeah, go.
And just
you made
lose.
first 2 ones, so you might as well make a third one.
because this thing is a classic, dude. And it's ABC Family shit, like 25 Days of Christmas shit, and everyone knows what that is.
Gosh.
But I'm gonna go Polar Express.
Not bad.
All aboard.
Not bad.
All,
I mean,
That's not a
all
bad pick.
aboard.
I'm gonna go Polar Express.
Way to
That's
go.
fire, bro.
That's not a bad pick at all.
I didn't want to, but I knew that's what everyone likes.
That might be your best draft pick ever.
Oh yeah, because everyone likes it. Okay,
Yeah.
go on.
Okay, give them what they
man.
want. Let's go.
Merry Christmas. I'm going to go with Scrooge.
I had that on my list.
Scrooge.
Movie sucks.
Merry Christmas.
Scrooge blows.
Wow.
Oh, shit.
That guy's an asshole.
Carol.
I hate the Christmas Carol. I hate Scrooge. I hate everything
you
about
missed
it.
the point of the movie. He was an asshole at the beginning. Turns out to be a nice guy at the end.
Nah, it pisses me off every time I see the guy.
Well, watch
He's a
the more. But you got to
He's a
watch the
dick,
end.
dude.
You have to watch the end.
I fall asleep.
You
It's so
cannot-
boring.
He stopped
No.
watching the movie.
I fall asleep every time.
Are
It's
you
so
shitting
boring.
me? Scrooge is a good movie, but you cannot watch it halfway.
The Ghost of Christmas Past. What is it, Halloween or is like get the fuck out of here?
No, Scrooge. Scrooge
Move
is my
on.
third round. Go, Joey.
moving on.
Go.
All
I
right.
think I got that.
Round number 3.
Yeah, go.
I'm going with the classic movie A Christmas Story with Ralphie.
Yeah, no, that's good.
Fire movie.
Yeah.
And I know it
Not my favorite.
doesn't. It's still a classic movie.
It's a classic. Everyone
Who
loves
doesn't
it.
like
Yeah,
it?
not bad.
Everyone
I
loves
don't
it.
like it. I don't watch it.
You're a
but-
miserable bastard around the holidays. It really is terrible.
Sometimes I am. Yeah.
No, you suck because you watch shit movies and then you don't join in the celebration.
I'm not the one who watches the
Celebration.
fucking Christmas Carol. Jesus Christ.
Holy shit, you'll be watching it by yourself.
I do watch a lot of movies by myself.
Watch even Scrooge until the very end, please.
All right.
Okay, go. Now, you got the fourth round. Go.
4th round.
Christmas with the Cranks.
Wow, you stole
Let's
mine.
go.
You stole mine.
Okay, that's
Let's go.
great
That's a
pick.
fire
Great
movie.
pick.
That's
bro.
a good one. Yeah, finally. Let's give him a little clap. Hold on.
Hey, there you go.
Applause.
I might win this thing, dude.
Applause with you. Finally, you get
That's
one
I might
pick.
win this thing.
I don't
Yeah,
think
no,
you
I don't
will,
think
but
so.
that was a great pick.
I don't think so.
Yeah, no.
All right. We're in the fourth round.
Yep.
So now's where I take my fourth round pick with a classic. Everybody, the women like it. It is about George Bailey.
Miracle on 34th Street.
No, that would be It's a Wonderful Life, you jackass.
Who the hell cares?
All right, it's George. Mary, it's me, George.
Let's go.
That's great.
You said that a million times.
It's me. It's a Wonderful Life is my fourth round pick. Solid pick. Come on, let's go. Move on.
Classic. It's a classic.
Move on. I
but
win. Go.
the movie sucks.
Again, one of these things you watch about halfway through and think
My
the guy's
fourth-
an asshole.
Yep. My 4th round draft pick.
Yep.
I don't know how it wasn't picked earlier. That's the Santa Claus #1 with Tim Allen. It's one of the, it's one of my
like
favorites.
I said, I think
I think
Santa
it's
Claus
the
2 is
best
better.
one.
Wait a minute.
I don't think so.
Wait a minute. Yeah.
But
He picked Santa Claus with Tim
no,
Allen already.
I
No,
picked
he picked
Santa
number
Claus
2.
2.
Oh my
They're
god!
different
Now
movies.
we're
You
gonna go
can't
1 and
just-
2, and
so
she
you-
really start.
You can't just steal a whole
I
entire
was gonna
section.
I was gonna pick the
Okay,
trilogy, but I
whatever.
can't do that.
Whatever.
However, I will give Joey this. One's very close. I was
all good
literally
movies,
with
I
my
agree.
pen. I was
They're
with
all
my
good
pen. I was
Imagine
like,
if we had to pick
one
a
or
boxing
two.
movie, all
One or
pick
two,
Rocky,
like, I don't
Rocky
know.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, this
You
is
take
one. He
one.
got Santa Claus.
Take one.
Rocky 1 definitely. Okay, go, Joey. That's your fourth round pick,
Yep. Last round.
and that was Santa Claus 2. 1.
I hit 1. He has 2.
Do I hit him with a classic?
You got the fifth round. You're starting the
ABC
fifth.
Family Classic. Do I hit him with it?
Hit
Go.
him with it. Hit us with it.
All right, I'm going with the Year Without a Santa Claus.
I think he just lost. Well, no, actually, I think he lost in the first round, but
is
Year
that?
Without a Santa
I
Claus
think he
is fire,
officially
bro.
lost
What
now.
is that?
Yeah,
What is
okay.
that?
Do we have the fire noises on
Dude,
this?
have you?
No, we
have you
don't.
did you
Don't
grow
be
up under
pressing-
a
don't be
rock?
pressing buttons.
Did you grow up under a rock? Like, or are you just
I
a
watch
brain
good
dead
movies.
motherfucker?
I watch good movies. I don't watch shit movies.
No, you watch fucking like Yippee or some whatever.
Okay, so that was your fifth round pick.
a Blippy. Yeah,
That was
that's
your
what you
fifth
What?
round pick. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Year Without a Santa Claus is fire.
Okay. Well,
Thank you, Mike. I know you like that.
so I had a fifth round that I held out there for the longest time. Classic. We watched it as kids. I have two of them and didn't know which way to go. If I wanted to be a dentist or Frosty the Snowman or go with Santa Claus is Coming to Town.
Literally the oldest movies in the
Asshole. They're still being played.
You're hating
makes
on
it
me for
classic.
saying Year Without a Santa Claus.
So
And you're picking Rudolph or some shit.
no, I'm gonna go with Santa Claus is Coming to Town.
Damn, it's a good one.
So I found out.
it's a good one.
All right.
It's a good one.
That's a classic fifth round pick.
Yeah, it's a classic, and I
Right?
found
It's a great
out.
pick.
Right.
It's kind of and you hate it, but you hated on me for saying Year Without a Santa Claus. It's the same style of movie.
No, I hated you when you said you didn't like Scrooge, and then you admitted you only watched halfway through it. The guy's a dick.
you literally just.
The problem is the guy's a dick in the beginning, and he wasn't at the end.
Shut up. Go on.
Top pick of the draft, I think.
Which one?
Really?
Thank you. That's our live.
Shut up. Let's go
Top
on.
pick of the draft. People are saying. All right.
Yeah, it's a
So I found out-
crazy solid pick.
This is the final pick of the draft.
It is a good pick.
Yeah, thank you.
This is the final
Shut
pick
up.
of the. This is the final pick of the draft.
Yeah, go.
and I found out everybody's been picking just classic movies. And I don't really have any more movies left on my list besides one movie.
I know he's going to.
And I really want to pick it, but I'm kind of lost, and I can't think of a movie.
Cue the fart noise.
But it's my favorite Christmas movie of all time. That's Daddy's Home 2 with Will Ferrell and Mark Wahlberg and John Cena. And I think that's a fire movie, and I think everybody should watch that movie.
You know,
1, 2, 3.
No, it's a good movie. I actually do
it's
like it.
It's not a classic, but
good movie.
It's not a classic, though.
It doesn't need to be a classic, though.
Not top
good
5.
movie.
Not top 5.
Not a.
I didn't really want to pick a top 5
because it's played during Christmas.
Wait a minute.
No, it's a Christmas movie. 100%.
It's a good one. All right. So that rounds out our 5-round draft pick.
And that is a close draft
of our Christmas movie draft.
That is a close draft.
I think it's pretty close.
So
it's going to be up to the fans.
You're going to post that.
Yep.
You're going to list it out, and we're going to have the fans vote on that.
Yep.
Comment sections. Everybody vote who you like, who you don't like. Give us your comments. We'll talk about it. Remember, if you have a segment that you want us to discuss, one of these Brooks Brothers hats that we're wearing right here will be sent to you. If you want to send it out to us to your location, we'll send it to you. You give us a segment that you want to see us talk about.
You have Venmo too. You can Venmo for the hat, whatever, shirt.
Yeah, we got to, any sponsors who want to deal with Joey Brooks, get a hold of him. All right? Mm-hmm. So let's get to our shout-outs now. Our final segment is our shout-outs. We're coming to the end of our podcast.
Yep.
I'm going to go first.
Mm-hmm.
All right. My first shout out, obviously, we've already discussed Tony winning. We're going to get Tony in here. The big shout out is what happened today. Thanksgiving football around here, high school football, is a massive, massive event that happens. It's a tradition here in Massachusetts. And I have to really get it out there that Nick Yanchuk from Bishop Fee High School today rushed for over 360 yards in the game. He scored over 4 touchdowns to break the all-time touchdowns in a season.
Best running back in the state.
And all-time yards, single-season yards rushing, all-time at Bishop Fee High School. That is an amazing accomplishment that he did today. One of the best running backs.
Best running back in Massachusetts.
I personally know him. I've coached him. I've known him since he was a young little kid running through Pop Warner. One of the nicest kids. I think that may be another one we want to try to get in here.
Yeah, we got to get him. He can sit right here.
Yeah.
We'll get him on.
Get him in here for an interview and let him, because he's being looked at by a lot of schools right now. But congratulations to Nick Yanchuk from Bishop Fee High School.
I get a lot of questions for him, too. So
we'll get
I do want to talk to him. Everyone, clap for that kid. Yeah,
clap it up in the studio, live studio. Here.
That's an amazing feat. Like he missed 2 games.
Yeah, I mean,
somebody's not clapping.
He missed two games this season and still broke the single season rushing yard record and touchdown record and missed 2 games.
Averaging over 230, 240 yards a game.
Watching
2 games.
Watching him these past few years.
Yeah.
Watching you two. And then watching him, it's been crazy. It's been awesome. I loved it. I'm sad it's over.
Yeah.
But
he's got a bright career ahead of him.
And I'm gonna continue watching him when he goes to college and everything.
Absolutely.
I will stream his games because I like watching him run the ball. He runs with anger. He runs with force, and I like it. So he will get on here.
What do you have, Michael?
My shout-outs, obviously, first up, my brother, Tony Andreozzi. That's probably my only one. I mean, we've already talked about it. Mass middleweight champion of the world. That's it.
Joey.
Only bigger and better things from here.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Way to go, Tony.
Yeah, definitely. I have nothing written for shout-outs, so I don't really know, but obviously shout-out to the gym. It was a huge day in the gym yesterday with Tony's win.
We got a pro belt in the gym.
Pro belt in the gym. Yeah, that's huge. So shout out to Punishment Striking Systems. And, I think we need to give a shout out to ourselves once in a while. Shout out to Punch Drunk Podcast.
Let's go.
It's been doing really well with the views.
Let's
go.
Keep it up.
It's good.
Keep the views going.
And let's have this podcast beat out
subscribe,
the last
share.
time.
Subscribe, share,
get the live audience
comment.
going nuts.
Let's get the live audience going.
Like, comment, turn on bell notifications so you don't miss another upload. Let's go.
All right, we want to thank
That's
you.
it.
First of all, we want to wish you all a very happy Thanksgiving. We thank you for listening to the Punch Drunk Podcast with the Brooks Brothers. And there's my
Colton.
beautiful grandson, Colton.
Hi, buddy.
Come in here and say hi.
Yeah, buddy.
Hi, bud.
Say hi to the camera.
Say hi right there to the camera. Say hi.
Say hi, camera.
All right,
Okie we're off.
All right.
All right, thank you all so much. We'll see you on the next episode of Punch Drunk Podcast with the Brooks Brothers. I'm Paul Brooks, and have a great, great week. Thanks, everyone.
Peace.